Hello guys, welcome to the channel the Amazicellent Hacker. Today I'm going to solve the box roast from Cyberseclabs. So it is an Active Directory box. So before getting into the walkthrough, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon. Okay, I'm the site cyberseclabs.co.uk. I've already started the instance of the box roast. So here's my IP. Okay, let's start the walkthrough with nmap scan. So let me copy it first. Okay, to run nmap scan, let's type sudo nmap-sc to run default scripts -svg numeric version -o for OS fingerprinting and the machine's IP. Okay, just wait for the scan to get completed. I'm just going to stop here and just get the scan results. Where is the scan results? So as you can see, once the ports are open, so port 88 Kerberoasting port, 135 for assembly client and 389 for Active Directory. Rest of the ports are not important. So this is for WinRM. So you can see here that DNS domain name is roast.csl. Let's check what else we can find out from the nmap scan. Okay, now let's use nmap script to enumerate Active Directory. So the script that we are going to use is all LDAP scripts and except the brute force scripts. So to run it, just type sudo nmap dash script. So the script that we are going to use is all LDAP. This wildcard denote all the LDAP scripts and not brute forcing. Okay, let's keep dash n flag to check for all the ports and the machine's IP. Okay, I'm also going to pipe the scan result to a file, name it as output. Okay, let it run. Okay, actually the script successfully ran and found a bunch of information on Active Directory. So got a username David Smith. Okay, so here's the password also. Welcome to roast. Okay, let me quickly copy it and just make a file, create and write it in there. Okay, I'm going to write the password in file create. So here is our password. So I'm going to make another file for username also. So source for usernames. Okay, so here is the same account name, dsmith. So dsmith@roast.csl. So here is a username. We got the password also. Let's source for other thing. So here is another user, Roars. Another user is Steve Smith with username Smith. Okay, let me just quickly find the file. Just grab the usernames from the output file. Let me create. Okay, so there are 3 usernames. Okay, so here are the usernames dsmith, Roars and Smith. Okay, let me just echo it, input it into a file name username. Okay, so we got bunch of usernames dsmith, Roars and Smith, and we also got password for user S Smith, okay, or was it for D Smith? Okay, let me check it again. Okay, the password was for D Smith. Let me just try to log in with EvilWinRM. If you haven't installed EvilWinRM in Kali Linux, you can just easily install it using gem. Just type gem install EvilWinRM. It's not available in apt packet manager. Okay, just type EvilWinRM -u for username, dsmith, sp for password. So what was the password? So let me copy it. And the machine's IP 172.31.3.2. It's trying to log in inside this box 172.31.3.2. Establishing a connection to remote endpoint. Okay, let's wait for some time. Hopefully this is our username and password. Authorization error, so we also got two usernames other than dsmith zeros and ssmith. Okay, let me try to brute force for usernames. So I'm going to use this software name crackma pexec. Let's type crackma pexec, crackma pexec, and winrm, then the IP 172.31.3.2. that's u for username. So all the username are located in this file, username and the sp and the password file in grid. Okay, let's hit enter. Then quickly check. Okay, failed to authenticate with the user dsmith. So this, you can log in with username zeros and password welcome to us. Okay, it says that it's found. So actually the password was for user zeros. Okay, let me clear the screen first and try to log in with this username. I can do it in another pane. EvilWinRM -u, so username is CR password welcome to roast in the IP. Okay, so this is the syntax for EvilWinRM. Okay, let's hit enter. So it will probably get us inside the box. Okay, now we are successfully logged in inside this box roast. So we don't have actually much privileges. So as it is a active directory box, let's just try this. So as it is a active directory box, so let me just try to search for shortest path to administrative user administrative account. The best tool for that is Bloodhound. So for Bloodhound we need another file named Sharphound.exe. Let me quickly download Sharphound.exe. Just go to Google and search for Sharphound.exe. GitHub page. You just download pre-compiled file. Okay, so here is a Sharphound.exe file in GitHub. I'll just leave this link in the description below. You can just get this Sharphound.exe from GitHub link. So to install Bloodhound, you just keep command apt install git Bloodhound, and it will easily install Bloodhound in your system. So sometimes Sharphound can't already install it Bloodhound, but in my case it didn't. So Let me just download it using duplicate. Just click copy download link and just type duplicate and the file name sharphound.exe. Okay, so here is the file sharphound.exe. So I need to now next transfer this sharphound.exe from my Kali Linux to this box roast, or I can simply do that using upload command if using evil winrm. So we can just use PowerShell also or sort utils. So if we are login with evil winrm, we can just easily use this command upload using and just keep the file name. So it's pretty easy. Okay, now it's uploading. So for Windows box, I'll suggest you to download this tool evil winrm. It's great for solving boxes. You can use metaexploit module also, but I prefer using evil winrm. So while it's uploading, you can just open Bloodhound, just type Bloodhound. Okay, so I'll need to start Neo4j also. Just type sudo Neo4j console. It will get automatically download when you just get or keep command apt get Bloodhound, so you will not need to download Neo4j database separately. Just type sudo Neo4j console. Okay, now database started. Let me check if the file is uploaded or not. Okay, so it says that upload successful. Now let's run this Sharphound. Sharphound.exe. Okay. Just let it run and it will just give a zip out file. So next we are going to download this .zip Bloodhound file in our Kali Linux and upload this zip file to Bloodhound, and Bloodhound will automatically analyze it. So Bloodhound uses graph theory and such stuff for Active Directory analysis, and it will easily found us the shortest path to administrator account. Okay, now let's log in. Okay, so login successful. So let's download this bloodhound.zip file. Just keep command download and the file name if you are using evil winrm. Okay, now started the download process. Okay, the zip file successfully downloaded in our Kali. Now let's open Bloodhound. Okay, then just go here in this section upload data, just click it. Go to the directory where you downloaded that bloodhound.zip file. So here I am. So I have already selected the zip files. Click on open. Okay, now I started processing file. Okay, it kind of finished all the processing. So you can see here that there are 53 groups and only on computer. So there are 7 users. The rest of them are service accounts. So service accounts are kind of like a bot account that manage bunch of services. Okay, now let's go to this queries. So here are a bunch of options to analyze the file, that the output file of Sharphound. So Sharphound actually enumerated all the path, all the privilege of Active Directory, gave the zip file. So now as the name suggests, roast, The box name is roast. So let's list all the Kerberoastable accounts. Okay, there are actually two Kerberoastable accounts, KRBTGT. Okay, it's default Kerberoastable is of no use. And okay, next one is roast SBC at the rate roast.csl. Okay, it's a roast service account. Okay, now let's try to get credentials for it using Kerberoast method. Okay, Kerberoasting kind of abuses threads of Kerberoast protocol to harvest password hashes from Active Directories accounts with service principal name or SPN name values or SPN values enabled. So what happens in there is that a user allowed to request a ticket granting service. So a user with service principal name SPN values enabled, then that user can just request ticket granting service or TGS service from a domain or administrator domain, and the return ticket will be actually encrypted, so we'll need to decrypt it. So as you can see that Bloodhound found that this service account roast SPC has actually service principal named SPN value enabled, so you can actually perform Kerberoasting in it. So for Kerberoasting I'm going to use get npuser.py from impackets. So let me quickly locate impackets. Okay, so here is the script. User shell doc python 3 impackets example and get users spn.py. So it is our Python script. Okay, let me just quickly copy it in our current directory. So here is the script get users spn.py. Okay, let me run it with python 3. So here is the syntax. So get user spn.py, that's s, and that's target domain. Okay, now to run get users spn.py, just type python 3 get users spn.py. And just give command dash request to request for ticket granting system. And dash dcip for domain controller IP. Give the just copy the IP address and paste it in there. So it's 172.31.3.2, and domain name it's roast.csl and username croads. And dash out file flag to just output the password hashes to file name hashes. Just let's hit enter. Okay, actually the flag out file was output file. Let's run it again. So it asks you for password. So let me just quickly copy it. It's in creds. Okay, so welcome to Rust. So let me copy it and paste it in password section. Alright, now it started extracting password hash and wrote that to file hashes. Okay, let me just get the hash. Okay, it actually found the hash file. Actually, it extracted the hash. Okay, now let me quickly. So as you can see, the username was for actually the service account roast SPC. Okay, let me quickly use zone the repo to crack this hash. Let's type zone hashes. That's just wordless. So I'm going to use this wordless rocket.txt. Okay, let's hit enter and just wait for the cracking process to get completed. Okay, so John the Ripper actually cracked the hash, and the hash was this 3 exclamation mark and watermelon 245. Okay, let me use that. I use the username and password again with eviluinrm. So eviluinrm, username is roastsvc. Okay, the password is this watermelon 245. Let me copy it. And there's IP, so 172.31.3.2. Okay, let's hit enter. Alright, now we are inside this service account also. Okay, so here is our access flag, access.txt. You can easily get it, type cat and the file names. So here is the access flag. Okay, now let's get the privilege escalation part. Okay, as you can see that we actually got credentials for this roast service account. So just right click on it and just select mark user as owned. Okay, now let's get to this option. Shortest path to domain admins from owned principals. Alright, so actually we can use this roast SPC account credentials to download password for this domain admin. Okay, let me just right click on it. Generic right, so what is it? Let's go to help and go to abuse info. So there are at least 2 ways to execute these tags. You can see that we can add current account to domain group net group domain admins. So this username add domain. So let's try to do that. Let's see what's this domain admin group. Okay, so the administrator is actually in this domain admin group. So now what we can do is we can actually add current user or current service account to this domain admin group. So first the username roast svc. So we are going to add this service account roast to this domain admins group. Okay, the command completed successfully. Alright, as you can see, this roast service account is now a domain admin. Okay, so our walkthrough is almost completed. Next step is pretty easy. So we are just going to use secretdump.py to actually dump admin credential is administrator and roast service accounts are in same domain admin group. So we can actually use this roast service account credentials to actually dump password for administrator account. For that we are going to need the script name secretdump.py. It comes with a packet. So let's again source from packet. So here is our file, or here is our script secretdump.py. Let me just copy it in current directory. So you can just use mimikaz also. Simply copying mimikaz, and here are all the flags. So we are going to dump mtds file. So let's quickly do that. Version 3 domain controller IP. 172 dot, so what's the IP? 172.31.3.2. The domain name roast.csl, username roastsvc @roast.csl. I think it's the correct syntax. Okay, I kind of forgot password, so let me quickly copy it from on the report file. Okay, name or service unknown. What I did wrong? Roast SPC. Okay, secret.py kind of didn't work for me. Okay, so I'm kind of going to use Mimikaz. So actually Mimikaz is located in this directory. Users share Windows resources, Mimikaz, x64 and mimikaz.exe. So Mimikaz is located in this directory. Just copy the current directory and just upload in your box. Upload mimikaz.exe. Okay, so Mimikaz kind of got uploaded in this directory. Okay, so to dump password hash using Mimikaz, just type mimikaz.exe and I'm going to use a one-liner command. Okay, and on the double quote just give priv privilege debug, so it kind of solves for privilege to run the next command. The next command is lsa dump lsa, so actually kind of dump lsa anti-lm hashes, that's then exit. So actually it will dump all the anti-lm hashes and exit. You kind of got the administrator hash, just copy it. And next again use ableWinRM. Just type ableWinRM -u, give the username administrator. There's S for pass the hash and space the hash and give the IP with flag -i and lock, hit enter. Okay, we have successfully escalated the privilege and now we are actually administrator user. Okay, you can just quickly go to desktop. So here's a system flag also. Okay, we kind of completed the box. We got both the access flag and system flag. Let me quickly show you the secret dump command also. I kind of forget to add this roast.csl in my /hc host file, so I kind of added that. Let me show you. I kind of added this line, IP and domain name, and after that I ran secret.py again and it kind of dumped all the administrator hashes. As you can see, now it started dumping hashes. So you kind of need to add roast.csl to your host file. I kind of forget to do that, so you should actually do it in the beginning of while solving the box. So as you can see here, that secret.py also kind of dumped administrator password hashes and also for other account. Let me just stop it here. So kind of learn how to use Bloodhound and also exploit SPN service of service accounts to get their credentials, and also how to use secret.py and Mimikaz to extract password hashes. So this much in this video. If there are any queries, let them in the comment section below, and please don't forget to share, subscribe the channel, and hit the bell icon. Okay, bye.